is your sign to quit smoking, because your destiny is waiting for you. Who you are supposed to be is waiting for you. How much longer do you think that the things that the Lord has for you should wait on you? Hey sisters, thank you for tuning into my video today. This is a video that I've been putting off for a long time. This is your sign to stop smoking. It doesn't matter, boy, girl, human being. It's your time to stop smoking. I spent a lot of time wasted just smoking and being depressed, and I probably would have been a lot further on in my life if I didn't waste all that time just being depressed and high. I know that when you're actually in the emotions and you're actually just wallowing in pity and smoking, it doesn't seem like anything is gonna give. But as long as you want it to give, as long as you really want your life to change, that's like the main factor in it all. I spent 19 through 22 smoking, and I'm 22 still, but I'm 6 months sober. And I feel better, I look better, and I strive to do more with my day, even though the average person may look at me and be like, she's still 22, she still don't got no job, she still don't got no job, she's still not doing it for her life. I feel a lot better than who I was when I was 19, who I was in the beginning of 2023. Now, this is a sign to stop smoking, mainly because we're in a generation where smoking and drinking and clubbing is just the thing. And it's an escape from reality. Because I was a smoker, when you smoking, you see everybody that's smoking with you, and everybody that's smoking with you is of your demographic, they're of your age group. And it's like, if all of us are smoking, not really being productive, not creating, not embracing the talents that God has given us, then what are we gonna look like as a generation as a whole? What are we all gonna look like in a few years? Imagine each and every 22-year-old, 19 to 25-year-old in this age right now, smoking right now, and they never quit. What are we going to look like? A bag of zombies. Sorry. Quitting smoking was an easy choice because of how I viewed myself and how much I knew that this wasn't the life that I was supposed to be living, but also hard because it's an addiction. As much as weed smokers say that you can't get addicted to weed, quite frankly, in this life, you could get addicted to anything. You could get addicted to sex, you could get addicted to girls, liquor. Binge watching is an addiction. Don't kill me for that one. With any addiction, it's easier to stay in an addiction than to face what you're running away from, because most people start doing a drug because they're running away from a problem that I wouldn't say can easily be solved, but rather than smoking or doing any other drug, it would be easier to solve your problems than to run from it. Because regardless of the problem that I was running from, I smoked from 19 to 22, and I still had to deal with myself and deal with the things that I was running from once I decided to stop smoking. And I would say the main factor in me quitting to smoke was that it was just like this one day. Like, I just knew that I wasn't supposed to be just wasting my life away smoking. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, if I continue to smoke every day, what is my life gonna be like? I am super talented. Not to toot my own horn, but it would be such a waste for God to give me these talents and they just go in the grave with me. It was just this one day I went outside to smoke, and I came back inside and I was high, just high in my mind. But it was really dark. It was just like dark, not just dark in my room, but like my energy was dark. Everything around me was just like, my eyes were open, but it just felt dark. And I was going to sleep, and I don't know, I just felt the nudge to roll over that day before I fell asleep and said, God, come get me. And that may sound so cliche, but a big reason why you aren't able to pull yourself out of the addiction by yourself is because you're placed in it for a reason. Even though it sounds, what do you mean you've addicted for a reason? Like, sometimes God puts you in a position so that you reach out for help. The only way that I was going to quit smoking the way I quit smoking was because I reached out for help. Like, and it's not to say that first day that I said, God, come get me, I quit smoking. Quite frankly, it went on for a couple months. Well beyond the time that I said, God, come get me. I sure did wake up that morning feeling lighter, but I still had an addiction. I will say that wasn't the last time that I said, God, come help me, or I said it in a different way, like, God, I can't do this by myself. Like, I really gotta stop smoking. Like, there's no way that for the rest of my life I'm gonna keep smoking. It just can't be. I just can't do it. And it's just the fact that if you want to change, there's a possibility to change. But if you in the mindset of, yeah, I'm not addicted, yeah, I could smoke for the rest of my life, I don't care, that's just what it's going to be. But I hope that you don't, because you're so much more than an addiction. You're so much more than an addiction. One really hard factor for me was subtracting myself, removing myself from the people and the environments that I did smoke in, or who I smoked with. And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to quit smoking in the same environment, talking to the same people, hanging out with the same people that you smoke with. Yes, it's going to be like really hard to cut off the people that you talk to every day, but it's better to be in a state of isolation by yourself and figure out who you are outside of an addiction than to continue to chase after friends who aren't ready to change yet. It's okay that they are still in an addiction. You may want to help them so bad. Guys, let's all stop smoking together. But every time y'all say, oh, we're going to stop smoking together, one person is going to say, we could try next week. And there y'all go again, rolling up. You're going to have to cut off the closest people to you if that's who you smoke with. For me, personally, at first I told myself, no, I don't have to cut them off. I could still hang out with them, but then they would call. You want to smoke? Me on that, shivering in my boots. I want to smoke, but I gotta say no. I want to smoke, but I gotta say no. I say no that day. Then the next day I called, yeah, can I smoke with you? Shivering in my boots. No, I told him I'm quitting. I'm gonna be the voice of reason. And the next day I call him, can we smoke? Depending on who you are, if you're the kind of person that you could tell people, X, Y, and Z, that's why I'm not talking to y'all right now, or that's why I'm not really talking to anybody or hanging out or going out. If you could tell them that's the reason and stand strong on that and stay in your yard, stay in your house, stay in your house. And once you tell people that you are not smoking anymore, then by all means, do that. But if you are the kind of person that, you are kind of a people pleaser, like you don't want nobody to feel like, oh, I don't want them to think that I don't want to be their friend, or I don't want them to think that I don't like them, but you go out, hang out with them, and you end up partaking in drugs because that's just the environment, that's the setting, that's what you're used to. You're never going to be able to quit smoking around the people that you've already been smoking with because it's a comfortable environment. Me personally, I haven't spoke to anybody really since July. Once you decide to elevate, and it doesn't mean, I'm not saying that you're better than anybody, because you're just supposed to really be the voice of reason for the people that are around you to make that change too. You just can't be the first person to make that change around the people that you've been doing that activity with. What does Frank Ocean mom say? When people become weed heads, they become sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. And that may sound so harsh, but it's the honest truth. I'm sure that there is somebody around you. It may not be your friends that you smoke with, but a family member that is giving you the harsh truth, but you not hearing it. Maybe based on your past relationships together, or the way that y'all bump heads, or maybe you just feel like you too grown now and you don't gotta listen to nobody, because when you was trying to talk when you was younger, nobody was listening to you, so you don't gotta listen now. But there's somebody that's trying to get it through your hard head to stop smoking, and there was somebody trying to knock it through my big old skull to stop smoking, and because of past relationships or the way that we communicate, I wasn't able to hear what she was saying because I was just being stubborn. Like, she wasn't just talking just to talk. Then that one time, she wasn't just talking just to talk. She was actually seeing her child go down the wrong path, and maybe she didn't know how to express it the right way, but it's the way that it needed to be expressed, because the truth is harsh. Life is short, right? Our days are even feeling shorter. Time runs out a lot faster. You don't know, everybody's days are numbered. You don't know when you're gonna die. I don't know when I'm gonna die, but I for sure knew that I didn't want to die addicted. I didn't want to die being stuck. I didn't want to die with the talents that God gave me without using them. It may be me and my superstitions, right? But I lived in New York. And every block, not every other block, every block had a smoke shop. It's sometimes the same OC owned the smoke shop on the one block, the second block, the third block, and the fourth block, right? What they putting in the drugs? What they putting in the drugs? Like, once I seen mad stores, I was like, nah, this is like crack in the 80s. I wasn't even born then. This gotta be a plot, and it's gonna thicken. And if you've never smoked before, I'm gonna tell you, there's certain things in life that you take the chance on, and you could have passed up on it. And the things that you don't need to be passing up on is the things that you pass up on. But that's beside the point, right? You could pass up on drugs. The experience is not what it's cut out to be, because you get to relax your mind. You sit down and you just life's just passing me by and I don't have to care about anything. But that's not what you put here to do. That's just a distraction from the enemy. Weed is a gateway drug, right? It may seem like the simplest, the most easy, simplest drug to get access to, the one that's less harmful, but it's a gateway drug. It's a gateway in its own use, because once you take that first pull and you get, I could do this. You're like, all right, I'm gonna smoke every day after, or we're gonna start off simple. I'm gonna smoke once in a while with my friends. Because quite frankly, the first time I was high, it wasn't because I smoked. It was because I took edible, right? So we're gonna start off at the edible. Here's the scenario. Weed is a gateway drug. You start off taking them edibles. Hee hee ha ha. Oh guys, this is so fun. Hee hee ha ha. Everybody paranoid. What's that? Oh, you see that too? Oh. All right, y'all. That was fun and games. Now we could go get this pen. This pen not busting like how it's supposed to bust. All right, it's time to get some real weed now. Okay, we smoking weed. What's this brown stuff everybody putting in their weed? Grubber? Oh, let me try that. Now you're smoking weed and grubber. One blunt a day. Okay, that's not bad. 2 blunts a day. That's not bad. 2 blunts a day, but I can't eat unless I smoke, so that's not bad. 1 blunt for breakfast, 1 blunt for lunch, and 1 blunt for dinner. Oh, that's not bad. I'm still functioning. 1 blunt in the morning, 1 blunt in the afternoon, 2 blunts at night, because it's not really getting me high like that no more. It's not really. Okay, 1 blunt in the morning, 1 blunt in the afternoon, 2 blunts in the night. But my friends just call me to smoke as soon as I finish the second blunt. Yeah, I'm coming to Syph. When did it get bad? But at the edible or where I'm at now? But it doesn't stop there. You add smoking a total of maybe 6 blunts, which sounds absurd. It sounds like, damn, girl, how much money was you making to spend on 6 blunts of weed every day? I couldn't even tell you how I was paying for all that. Couldn't tell you. Now we at 6 blunts a day. I'm like, okay, this is all fun. This is all cool. I get high. But now let's try shrooms. After you try shrooms, where you going? Acid. What's after acid? I think tabs is acid. Let's smoke and drink. It's a gateway. Regardless of which route it lets you take, regardless of which gate you open after you smoke weed, it's a gateway drug. So I'm just here to tell you, if you haven't started, don't. If you're getting pressured by your friends, them not your friends. If you say, guys, that's not my cup of tea. Bro, just take the blunt. Just take it. Bro, just try it. Don't be a pussy. Them not your friends. Just depart from them. You don't wait for them to depart from you. You depart from them. Secondly, if you've already started smoking and you're not at that 6 blunt point yet, you're at that 1 and you're like, oh, it's not that bad. Listen to me. Listen, baby. It can get that bad. So while you aren't that deep in, quit. And if you find it hard to quit while you're not that deep in, talk to the good man above. He will help you. Talk to God about it. Because I promise you, I probably would have been smoking if I didn't roll over that one day after coming inside high, like, God, I can't do this no more. I can't do this to myself. Come get me, Lord. If you are too deep in to where you feel like you can't do it yourself, you on your way to the next drug, you on your way to acid, you reach out to the Lord. But first you have to make that decision for yourself. You have to see, like, oh, I'm wilding. This is not what the Lord formed me in my mother's belly to be. Like, this can't be what I came down here to earth for. It's okay to make mistakes, right? It's okay to have already started, but it's not okay to acknowledge it and keep going. Sometimes we acknowledge it, but we're so ashamed of how far we've come. We're so ashamed of when we look in the mirror who we see, that we continue to go down that path instead of turning around and changing it. Don't allow shame to block you from turning around and becoming the person that you're supposed to be. Don't let shame stop you from quitting a drug. Don't let the shame of the people around you stop you from stopping smoking, because they'll be like, bro, you serious? You dead ass, bro? Really? Call you up. Bro, you ain't smoked today? Okay, bro, alright. You smoke. No, I didn't. I'm fighting the urge. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it right now. Please don't call me to smoke. And here's another thing. When you decide to quit smoking, it's an addiction, right? Once you reached out to God, God help me. I can't do this on my own. It's not going to happen on day one. It can happen on day one. But if you do relapse, that's not your chance to, that's not the end all be all. That's not your quitting moment. You don't quit on yourself while you're trying to quit something. Okay? If you fall back into the pattern, if you say, all right, I'm not smoking today, you don't smoke that day, but like, dang, I'm itching for a blunt. And you go for it, and you're like, damn, I'm high. I shouldn't have smoked. You know how many times I looked at a blunt? Okay, like, damn, why did I even smoke? Why did I roll this? Like the comfortability and the fact that I did it every day, it was like, I want to quit, but like, I do it every day. I'm so accustomed to it. But then I roll up, I smoke, pull the blunt. Like, bro, why did I roll this? But it's like, I already rolled it. I already started smoking it. Finish it. Right? Finish it. But if you there in that moment, you're like, damn, why did I roll it? Just put it back down. Put it down. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. It's literally okay. Once you acknowledge that you made a mistake, don't be ashamed of it. Just be like, all right, I'm about to change. This is your sign to quit smoking. Because your destiny is waiting for you. Who you are supposed to be is waiting for you. How much longer do you think that the things that the Lord has for you should wait on you? How much longer are you going to sit in the cycle of smoke, sleep, eat, smoke, sleep, eat, smoke, sleep, eat? I pray that for whoever's watching this video, that you beat the addiction, that you become the greatest person, the best person that God intended for you to be, that you acknowledge that there's a change that needs to happen in your life, and that you're not meant to be sluggish, lazy, lackadaisical, just doing nothing with your life. You were put here for a bigger purpose, a purpose bigger than you can understand now, a purpose bigger than you can see now, but smoking is holding you back. There's a reason why you even came across it. I don't got them subscribers for real. God pushes it out in front of you, that's just an indication that he's saying, stop, girl, stop, boy, it's time to quit. It's time to give it up. It's time to let it go. Yes, you went through something traumatic. Yes, you lost somebody. Yes, you went through DV. Yes, you lost your house. Yes, you lost your job. Yes, something with the kids. Kids stressing you out. Oh Lord, the baby won't stop crying. But this is your sign to stop smoking. Because you might be looking at your situation like, dang, why I'm still in this spot? Dang, why I'm still in this space? It's because you smoking that weed. I may not be as far as God is taking me to the fullest extent right now or yet, but I am farther than who I used to be. Okay? I'm closer to who God intended for me to be than who I used to be. You forget who you are when you're high. You just sit there like this. Ain't shit funny. Probably get a snack. Lean over a little bit. Straighten yourself up, because you smoked weed and I know other shit, so you're like, damn, let me straighten myself up, because I'm not even that high for real. Bro, you wanna smoke another blunt? Bro, yeah, facts. But you down? I'm down for whatever. You down for it's whatever. What you wanna eat? It's whatever. It's always whatever. You don't really care about nothing because you high. Bro, you got work tomorrow? Nah, I'm calling out of work, bro. I woke up late. I mean, yeah. Bro, you could barely get a sentence out your mouth because your brain is lagging. You stink. I used to smell like Rob. I used to smell like a fucking unk. I used to smell like a 40-year-old old head that sit on the corner because I smoke weed and grab and didn't give a damn about who it affected. Grabber stinks like hell. And not until you stop smoking it and somebody walk past you who just smoked it and you be like, damn, that's what I smell like? Damn, I was bugging out. This sweet, pretty little girl. I saw me did smell. That ring. I'm proud of myself that I'm sober. I'm proud of myself that I stopped smoking. And it really did take for me to take a really big step. I moved all the way to goddamn Virginia from New York just to solidify the fact that I did not smoke anymore. Sometimes you're gonna have to take a really big step in order to make sure that addiction doesn't come back. But I just hope that you learn something from this, because I feel like I don't go through anything in my life just to go through it. I feel like nobody goes through things in their life just to go through it. You go through it a couple times because you're not trying to break through them cycles because you just stubborn. But I don't think any of us in this lifetime go through it just for ourselves. I think we go through it for the people who are watching. We go through it for the people who see us. We go through it for the people that can learn from us, because we're all learning a lesson for ourselves, but we are also can be teachers through our own experiences. Thank you for tuning into this video, and be sure to subscribe, comment down below if you relate to this, if you have been struggling with quitting, or even if you have an empowering word for somebody who's going to come across this video and they are deciding to quit. Maybe leave your testimony down in the comment section below about how hard or how easy it was for you to quit smoking. What made you start smoking? Make sure that you like and turn on your post notifications, because I'll be back very soon. We got a lot to talk about because we're all growing up. No matter if you're 16, no matter if you're 59, no matter if you're 99, we all are growing up. And we all need somebody to talk to, or we all need somebody that we relate to in some way or another, so we don't feel alone in this very large world. Talk to you later, sister.